Well, welcome back to Building Dad Bod 2.0 Squat Focused Leg Day. I knew this session was going to be tough because I moved my posterior chain leg day to Friday this week. This squat day is on Sunday, so only one day in between to recover. I knew I'd still be feeling the 635 by 10 for 3 sets on leg press. But I also knew we're rebuilding a squat, so I'm not going insanely heavy yet at this point. So I missed filming the first set. That was 221 for a set of 8. Right here we got 275.5 for a set of 5. Next up, 316.5 for a set of 3. Probably the hardest set was the first set, the higher reps. I'm good for about 5 reps, and then the last 3 reps, the hip starts to fatigue. The right hip gets a little laggy for the last 3 reps, but we made it through there. The set of 5 at 275 and set of 3 at 316. Actually, they felt pretty good. So next up, we moved on to the singles. So just 352 pounds for today. They didn't feel too bad on the hip other than in that bottom end range of motion. Once I got to the bottom, sort of just that's all I got for depth. The hip starts to feel it beyond that. So we just work with what we got. And overall, the reps moved nicely though. I didn't feel in jeopardy of missing them. Didn't feel like they were a massive grind. So, and at this point, this weight, my right hip wasn't lagging way behind like it does sometimes. So I'll add another 5 pounds next week and try to keep on progressing from here. We're just going full on rebuild mode right now, coming out of the cut, trying to push the numbers back up without irritating the hip while I rehab it and strengthen it back up. So finished up squats with a set of 3 at 305.5. I would have loved to get 5 reps there, but the hip was just too fatigued to push it beyond that. Program's calling for 3 anyway, so I was happy enough with that. Next up, heavy leg press. So this is my day where I go heavier for sets of 5. 3 sets of 5 at 705 pounds. Still got the safety stop set 1 notch higher than I normally would. Just keeping it in the range of motion that feels good on my hip. And I'm okay with that for now. This range of motion is plenty enough to benefit my deadlift. Right now, in between my sets of leg press, I'm now back to doing calf raises. I got the belt squat put back together with the calf raise attachment that I fabricated. When I got my max squat up from 330 to 407 pounds last year, I was really religious about doing calf raises, tib raises, and reverse squats. So all 3 are back into the program as of this week. I find the calf raises really help my ankle mobility and just like ankle stability. I believe they will also help my jumping. I did these a lot last year when my jumping was improving. You can see once I get warmed up for a few reps there, I'm trying to be nice and explosive on these. Down into a stretch. Get as big of a stretch as I can, and then I'm just trying to explode up hard on the concentric. And so after supersetting the leg press and the calf raises, I moved on to hack squats, which I absolutely hate. It's one of my least favorite exercises to do. I feel a ton of pressure in my knees at the bottom, but they're manageable with the knee sleeves on, and I know quad drive, quad strength is a weakness for me. That's why I'm doing them with my feet close so that my knees travel out in front. Want to really isolate the quads like crazy on these, force them to work hard. After doing these last week, 2 sets of 10 with 225, my quads were sore for days. So I know adding in some of these exercises, again, it's going to be miserable for a few weeks while my body adapts. The hack squats, even the calf raises and the tib raises, I'm going to be sore from them for the first few sessions that I add them in, but we'll adapt over time. Right then we're back into the shed gym for the last of the accessories. I'll speed up these after the first couple reps, but we hit the Nordic Curls. So we're alternating them with the razor curls back and forth. Nordics on squat day, razor curls on posterior chain day to go along with my reverse hypers and my weighted back extensions. My reps were actually down on these today after moving my posterior chain day a day closer. I managed to only get 13 on the first set and 11 on the second set. I think the last session on these I got 23. I was trying to extend out as much as I could, still working on that. I superset reverse squats with the Nordic Curls, so really liking this style of doing the reverse squats. Using the cable stack for the reverse squat portion, and then holding a 50-pound slam ball on my chest. And I do a little bit of a crunch as I bring my knees up towards my chest. So I get some hip flexor work and some ab work all at the same time here. A very efficient exercise. Right, and then the last two accessories for the day, I superset lying hamstring curls using a tricep strap in the cable tower with my tib raises. I really like doing the hamstring curls this way. Nice, steady, even tension through the whole range of motion. And then we flipped over and used the tib trainer, starting nice and light, just 22 pounds here today. I don't know what the max I've done on these. It's not a ton of weight. It doesn't take a lot. I like to do high reps here. So 22 pounds for 25 reps to finish off the workout. That's it for the workout. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.